Spike's Car Radio starts now.
Wow, it was hard to get here. Hi, Steve. I've got my little bag of things. Allow me to get prepared. Today we're going to record a podcast, an episode of Spike's Car Radio. I see a lot of familiar faces. Thank you for coming back and buying tickets and supporting the Boys and Girls Club charity. I'm pretty excited about this. We've got the entire crew with us today. The entire complement of Spike's Car Radio. What do we call them? They're not, I guess, co-hosts. Idiots. But the first fella that's coming out is not that. He's one of the founding members of Spike's Car Radio and really kind of the engine that started it all, Jerry Seinfeld. And he's here. Jerry, come on out.
Hello.
Thank you, Spike. New York, New York. Isn't that nice? That really
I picked that music
welcome.
cue for you.
Yeah, I love your fake talk show set here.
I never know what I'm going to get. I've got a desk this year.
This is really cute. You should...
I'm low.
Yeah.
And the mic is too high.
Yeah, now we're good.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today? Nice to see you. Beautiful crowd. Who were the arrogant swells that decided they could show up late to the front row?
Oh, that happens every year.
We're going to make fun of those people if they show up.
Yeah. Or we could just move folks up right now. They could just.
I'm so impressed that look at all the people that were able to get here before us. We could not get here. Do they want it to be torture going anywhere for this week? Is that part of the appeal that you can't get where you're trying to go? Is that what we love about Car Week? We love cars. Why do we love cars? Because you can go places in them, but not during Car Week. In Car Week, you'll just sit in your car and go, I feel weak. I'm not where I want to be.
Here they are.
Oh, here they are. Well. Must be nice. Show up when you think the show starts.
Cindy, would you start my countdown clock so I have an idea of where I am? It stays at 60.
So,
Otherwise,
Spike,
we'll be
you
here all
mentioned
day.
when you brought me out that I was one of the founding members. That's a great feeling that I helped get this thing going because we do love the show. We're proud of the show.
Yes.
The idea of the show, I think, without ever articulating it, was let's do a little smarter, a little funnier car talk.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit. I mean, for me, it was when you and I were in Malibu with Paul, and someone was recording our conversation on a laptop, and they published it.
Yes,
yeah.
right.
And you weren't too happy about it, and I thought, well, maybe we should just let them hear it.
Yeah.
What we're talking about.
All shows start like that. Why are they? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and I think it's really, this show is a continuation of our conversation this morning over breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing here? Who are these people? Why is he dating that person?
Yeah, that person
car?
seems to be up to no good.
Yeah. Here's how I got screwed on a car. Here's how Zuckerman got screwed on a car.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a universal experience in the automotive world, these obsessions about things. And, Kevin this morning had no idea. He had ordered a GT3 RS, had no idea when it was coming, and we were able to figure that out.
Well, not unlike sports, I believe all humans need a sub-world within your real-life world that means absolutely nothing. And that is, I'm a baseball fan, and I don't watch any of the TV shows, but baseball is my bubble world that I go into, and I've convinced myself that this matters. Just like all of you have convinced yourselves, if I don't get that car that I'm in love with, my life is going to stink. So, and the car world has all of these elements to it that the real world has, with the most important thing being none of it means anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what car you have. The only thing that matters, and we discuss this all the time, is are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
That's all you ask. When somebody gets something new, you go, what's it like? Are you enjoying it?
What is that trick that we play with ourselves when we see a car, that we chase a car, that we're going to be happy when we get the car? What is that?
How do you live without the fantasy that acquiring that will finally make me happy? That is the human fantasy that drives existence.
Are you happy when you buy a car? For how long?
Till I get it. And then you go, oh, I didn't think it was going to be like this. I can't get the window down. That's not what it said in the brochure. We love, I used to talk about advertising. We love being lied to. I liked when I was a kid and they would advertise the frog man in the cereal box. And you'd see him on TV. And on TV, he's swimming in the bathtub and he's hunting other fish, you know. And when you get it, it can't do anything. But before you get it, you're happy. And that is a big thing here, right? Like, how many cars are you seeing here that you want? Tons. You just see it go by. You go, oh, what's that? How do you get that?
Let's show a picture of a car that you purchased 27 years ago here. This was 27 years ago.
I didn't buy it here. This is here 27 years ago. There's me in the front. I think that's
Jay Leno. On the left.
Where is he?
This is the very first 911.
This is the first 911 that I bought in 97, and I called Porsche in Germany and asked them. It was a complete derelict, lying in a field, weeds growing through it. I mean, absolutely nothing. And I said, would you restore this car back to original? And they agreed to do it. This is before this was a thing, restoring old cars, that the actual car company would restore one of their own cars. So they did that car for me, and then you could just see a little blue 993 C4 to the left of it.
Yeah.
That's the last air-cooled 911 ever made. So I was lucky enough to just kind of find myself in a position to acquire both of these cars, and we revealed it here in this week in 98. So
27 years ago. Was this a happy day for you, though, with what you just said about acquiring a car? Was this good?
Of course. I mean, I'd never been to Pebble Beach. I just heard you should wear a jacket. So I brought a jacket. Who was that guy? That's a famous Porsche guy with the bad tie. Who is it? I don't know. But it's all, I don't know. To me, I need car stuff. We need these distractions from reality to live.
Let's talk about collecting, because you really have decades of experience. If you were starting a new collection today, starting from scratch, what would be the first car that you would put in that collection? Knowing what we know about the market, knowing what you know.
How old am I? Am I the age I am now?
No, you're starting over right now.
I'm starting over as a young man?
No, right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
But I mean, just imagine you don't have. Where would you start?
I would start with something. You know what's fun? It's fun to find something that seems to have been overlooked by the group. So you find something that you think, oh, I think this is cool. That's what 356s were, and I think still are. This is, to me, a very overlooked automotive jewel and experience for me. And so that's where I would start with 356s, because I think they're overlooked as an automotive. Spike and I, we made up this term, moment cars. Cars that are perfect in that moment. These car companies, they have to come out with a car constantly. They always come out with new cars. But every once in a while, they get it just right. Yeah. And we call that a moment car. And those are the ones that we pursue. So
let's talk about some of those cars. I mean, not everybody knows what we're talking about when we're talking about it, but probably 73 RS is a moment car.
Yeah.
70S.
Yes.
65 356 SC.
Yes.
58 Speedster.
Right.
Moving the other way.
Well, moving the other way,
89?
To me now, here's what I think, if you want to know what I think about the market now. The 73 long hood, the ducktail, the RS, all that became the thing.
Yeah.
But the 74 is actually the much more interesting car and more fascinating to me because it really shows the speed at which Porsche was developing this idea. The difference between a 73 and a 74 is so dramatic only 1 year later, and it's such a superior car. So that is where I would start. I would start with 74 911s.
Really?
It's an overlooked car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They drive so much better than 73s. A thing I love that Porsche does is they arrange steering wheels, gear shifts, and seats so you feel good when you get in. And that's a car that you can see a dramatic difference. I have a 67 912 and a 68 912. They're totally different driving positions. Mm-hmm. Who does that? You know, most car companies in those days, well, just put the steering wheel on the dashboard and screw the seats into the floor and get it out of here. You know.
What, are there cars in your collection now that you think maybe it's time to get rid of them? Things that you're really excited about and you realize you're not driving. Like, what is your rule? Like, is it if I'm not driving it in a 1 year period, 2 year period, it goes? Or?
Well, who's the lady that wrote the book about getting rid of all your trash? The woman, the class.
On Netflix soon. Yeah.
Marie Kondo. So she talks about, does it spark joy? That's her phrase.
Right.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you feel an emotional attachment, and it's sad and pathetic that we're even having this conversation, but we feel emotional attachments to metal objects.
Yes.
I don't know what our problem is, but I don't really want to know because I enjoy it too much. I don't like to know what's wrong with me if I'm enjoying that.
Right. Yeah.
And that is something, there's something wrong there that I actually could say I love. How many of us have said, I love this car? You know, like when you, right? We all say that.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing to think about there's a deep psychosis that, what? You love
a thing?
A thing?
Yeah, that drips oil?
Yeah.
What? But it is. But that's that chase, the pursuit of that thing and that feeling is the whole game.
Well, remember, a car was a thing made by other people. So it may be just metal, but there are people on the other side of that thing.
Right.
You're the end user, but somebody had to think of what would I like and what should this be. And when you agree with that person, when you like the design philosophy or engineering philosophy of a company that makes you fall in love with a car, that's actually is a kind of human connection.
Right. You hang out with a lot of comedians.
Yes.
A lot of comedians like cars. Which comedian has the worst taste in cars?
Jay Leno.
Really?
I feel so bad for people that go on these videos and say, and Jay showed me his whole collection. What a waste of time. It's the biggest
now, he's
pile
gonna
of
think you're
unrelated
serious.
nonsense. No, I'm just joking.
You're
Jay's
just
a good
joking.
friend of mine. Comedians, we have to tear each other apart. I don't know why.
We made that joke or you did, about Adam Carolla. I don't want to go over and drive that 935.
No, he just wanted me to look at it. Adam Carolla said, you've got to see my 935.
Right.
And this was at the Rensport last year.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, okay. But meantime, you know how these things are. It's hard to physically move anywhere. And there was a guy in front of the hotel this morning. He says, would you walk by my car? So to get rid of him, I said, sure. You know, figuring I'll never see this guy again. I just
walk
want to get
by
out of
it?
here, you know. What?
Just stroll by
He
it?
said it would make his day if I would walk by it. We were in the car, in the Mercedes this morning. Frank Stefan Walliser was there. That was that guy. He was standing in front of him. He concocted this 993 Speedster thing. It looked kind of cool, actually.
Oh, I've seen that.
And so he yells at me. I'm in his car. We're headed here. He yells at me, you didn't walk by it. I just said, how many things do I have to do for you? What will make you happy?
When you head back...
But anyway, so Adam wanted me to look at his 935.
Oh, that's right.
And then I said, what do you get out of that? Me looking at your car. You look at it. It's yours. You look at it. What am I going to do? I'm going to walk up to it and I'm going to go, cool car. And then I'm going to walk away.
And you're doing a bit. And so I went on Adam Carolla not long ago, and he said, I've got to bring this up, Jerry's comments about my car. He said, "What was that?" And he was serious. And I said, "It was a bit. It was a bit like the one you just did." He was very relieved.
That's why he needs to quit comedy. Don't be in comedy if you don't recognize another comedian doing a bit.
Now that's a bit.
That's a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to be clear. So I'm not invited back on the show. You're headed out to Long Island.
Yeah.
Riding out the end of the summer. You've got some cool cars there.
Yes.
Larry David's going to meet you, I guess.
Yes,
he wants you to play golf.
Yes.
Are you a golfer?
No.
What?
Any sport where you need a car to get around the playing area. If in baseball you had to drive from base to base, people would go, "I don't think we got this right."
Yeah.
And golf knew they had a problem. They went, "What if we miniaturize it?" Would you consider it then? 25 minutes in and out means nothing. You go, all right, I'll do that. Miniature golf. All right, fine.
Is that new? Is that a new bit?
It's a new bit.
You're working on it.
And the punchline is, we'll miniaturize the time, the importance, the space, the cost. We'll miniaturize the pencils. That's the punchline.
Come on, that deserves something. Wow. Just spitting jokes out.
Yeah.
Is there a car in your collection you would let Larry David drive?
No. No, that's why we
He
have
shows no
SUVs.
interest, right?
Pardon?
I remember back on the show you were trying to get him interested in Porsche.
I convinced him to buy a 993.
Right.
And he was so uncomfortable in it.
Yeah.
That he sold it like a week later.
Yeah.
He doesn't. It's a good point of Larry's. He likes to be humble. He doesn't like to show off.
That's good. What do you think is the one Pebble Beach tradition that should completely disappear forever? The one thing about this week that we just don't need to see.
I think all of it needs to go.
Really?
No, that's a joke. I like it. I like it. Everyone here would tell you, how was your time at Car Week? Well, it was great, but this was horrible, the hotel, and we couldn't get around, and it was crowded. And so everything that's good in life, I think, is a love-hate.
Yeah.
It's all love-hate. There's no just love.
Right.
Unless it's your car and you're alone with it in the garage, then it's just love. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think this Concord thing is a bunch of crap? I've been on these panels. I've been on these groups of people. Not here.
No, we're in the Concord right now. That's what this is.
I know, but judging. I've been a Concord judge.
You're being judged by the Concord right now. Yes.
And I've had these conversations where they go, "I like that one better. Okay, let's give that guy the winner."
But there's something kind of fascinating happening in Car Week that you noticed right away. I mean, you came in last night around 11, but we were seeing it yesterday at the Quail, the dichotomy between what's on the lawn, the cooler, older stuff, and what we're seeing at Quail, what we're seeing in the valet circles. These multi-million-dollar cars seem to be getting all the attention.
Oh, all that super high-end. How high can we go?
How high can we go?
Yeah, the number one thing they were telling us about some new Bugatti was the price. That's the appeal. It's going to be $15 million. Like, that's attractive to those guys, I guess, that or women that have that kind of money. I guess that is attractive. But to real car people, who cares?
If we opened your hangar right now, what's the strangest thing we would find in there? What are the things you keep in your car hangar?
I think you might be surprised that. Well, what's the other Italian scooter? Not Vespa, a Lambretta, that I am a Lambretta enthusiast. You might be surprised to know that I have some beautiful Lambrettas.
Yeah.
Paul Zuckerman also has a Lambretta. I think he might still have it. Yeah. He bought a 58 he has. I tried to buy it from him.
Wow.
A little green one. Italian scooters are wonderful things. Now, that was a time when post-war Italy and people just no money, war-torn countryside, and they just need to get from place to place, and they build these little scooters, and they have those little shield in the front so your pants don't get dirty.
Yeah.
I love little bits of invention and I love VWs and Fiat 500s, and I like little humble things.
Yeah. There was a day, and if you're listening out back, I think I sent you some pictures of Jerry's hangar, and you had Andy Pruniger and Frank Walliser when he was working on Porsche. Can you throw those pictures up? There you go. No,
Yeah, they visited us.
It's in the hangar. You'll see. This was a really interesting day. Not the Bentley. That's Matt Farah. See if you can just focus in on the Jerry cars. There you go. This was a day where you were realizing that these guys who designed these cars hadn't really driven these cars.
Well, the older ones.
The older ones.
Yeah.
So what were the cars you showed them that day?
I have a Gemund. I don't know if that's
here it is. You can see it on the front monitor right here. Right down here,
that's
Jerry.
my America Roadster. Oh, here it is. Well, that's a 9083 on the left, and that's Dr. Frank Walliser at the wheel. That's the 1970 Targa winning car. Put up another picture.
I think there's a picture of the Gemund.
The Gemund is a really cool car. It's the oldest original condition Porsche in the world.
Right.
And these guys Frank is the guy who devised the 918, the first hybrid, internal combustion electric car where the two engines work not simultaneously, but it goes back and forth.
Right.
So he was the first one to solve that, which was a pretty tricky engineering problem. But he had never been in a Porsche from 1949. And the fun thing was, you get in those cars and you go, boy, this kind of feels like Porsches do today, just really old and primitive. And that was really fun to introduce them to that experience. I like car companies who maintain a philosophy and a feel throughout many years. I think that's impressive.
Have you heard anything about new cars that Porsche might be making?
Maybe.
Do you know things?
I hear things, Joey. That's from Goodfellas.
What do you think? There's so much talk right now about this GT3 Cabriolet and not a Speedster. Do you think that's real? Is that a car that interests you?
Not at all.
Not at all.
I can't believe. I don't. Until I hear that they're actually doing a GT3 convertible, I would choose not to believe.
I heard that they're making it. They're calling it a GT3 SC.
Well, not everything's ahead.
That really wouldn't interest you.
No. Why would you want such a track-focused convertible? It doesn't make
sense to me. No, it would be a Speedster. Well, what of these new cars that you're driving right now do you love? You were a really big fan of the GT3 RS.
Love the GT3 RS. Any car that shortens the synaptic responses of the brain to your hands, to your eyes, and the experience of driving is exciting. And, of course, all new cars do that. The trouble, today is as weight and size increase, we lose, I think, that sensation. But the GT3 RS feels like it really is connected to the whole lineage of let's make this even more responsive without being uncomfortable to drive of any car we've made. So I love that car.
Do you have a car in your collection that you think the story is so great it could be a movie? When you think about the history.
Our movies are hard to make. F1, which was very successful, was bad.
Really?
I mean, what am I? I'm rooting for an engine.
Is this a bit? I think Joe Kaczynski is here and Bruckheimer is here this week.
I don't know.
You're just
you liked Ford versus Ferrari.
I loved it.
I didn't. It's not. If you want to watch cars on film, which I do like, I love Steve McQueen's Le Mans. It's not a good movie. I just like seeing cars on film.
Did you like Ford versus Ferrari? Did you like the F1 movie? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Bad. They're bad movies, but they're just videos. They're cool videos with people talking and a fake story.
Well, before you go,
yes,
your latest acquisition. I have some video of it right here. We're going to throw it up on the monitor. If they're still alive out back, there it is. What year is this?
That is a 2025 Australian Shepherd Mini. And his name is Bagel.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, he's only 2 months old.
And it's taken you this long to get a dog. Why?
I was busy. But, boy, he's great. And just trivia. So Australian Shepherds are 100% American breeds.
Yeah.
The Australian Shepherds fell in love with them, brought them to Australia for their to herd their sheep, but it's an American, totally American invention. Wonderful dog.
Yeah. Are you going to let the dog in your cars? Do you?
Oh yeah, he can. Not all of them, but see that little light blue VW there? He can go in that one. But yeah, taking your dog in the car and letting him stick his head out the window, and because he thinks, boy, if I could run this fast,
Yeah.
I'd be the king of all dogs.
What is the dog hanging its face out the window? Is that what that is?
That's why they imagine this was me if I was running at this speed. I would be such a star in my world.
The little kicking after they do their business. What's that?
I do that too when I come out of the bed. Can we take a couple questions? I always like to get a couple.
All right, let's do a couple questions. We got to bring the guys out
about cars, comedy.
Go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll.
Anybody? Yes, sir, over there. I do have an ST. It's my favorite car. The ST is my favorite car.
Yeah.
Of any new car. I think it beats just. I mean, if you want to know the greatest Porsches of all time, for me, would be 74 30 RS, 70 ST, and the new ST. Those are the greatest 911s to me.
You, sir, go ahead. Yell it out.
Sticking with the theme of absurd car culture, what is the most absurd thing in car culture that we all just kind of take for granted?
The most absurd thing that we take for granted in car culture. I mean, most of car culture.
That you will drive an SUV in these desert Utah locations that they advertise. That people actually fall for that and think, yeah, I'm going to buy that 3-door Mazda and drive through Utah. No, you're going to go to Costco and it's going to be horrible.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Oh.
I did a show last night in Eugene, Oregon, so I always wear my Breitling Aerospace because I need stopwatches and timers and alarms when I'm on the road. I haven't got time for fancy watches, but my favorite watch is the Breitling Cosmograph, which was invented for Scott Carpenter in 1962 so that he could tell as he was orbiting the Earth if it was day or night. So the hour hand only goes around once. It's one of those 24-hour. And that's my favorite watch.
Here you go. One more, and then I got to bring the guys out. Okay. Yes, ma'am, right there.
What do you think about Porsche plug-in hybrids?
You mean all-electric plug-in hybrid? I need some coffee to stay awake for this conversation. I think the engineering is probably great, but I'm 71, and I still want to turn a key and hear a roar.
There you go. Jerry Seinfeld, everybody.
Thank you.
Jerry, thank you for coming and visiting with us. All right, let's bring out the monkey gang. Matt Farah, Jonny Lieberman, and of course, Paul Zuckerman. Guys, here they are. The other OGs of Spike's Car Radio. Wherever you want. Sit here, sit there. It's unbelievable. Can you believe we're here again, gentlemen?
Hi.
How many of you guys are hungover right now? You were pretty drunk yesterday.
That's misleading. I was day drunk. I then got plenty of sleep.
But you were excited because you had your new Myers-Manx there.
Showing a car, baby. Showing a car.
I think we did have I saw a picture of it, and you towed it up with a Bentley.
Yeah.
What did you learn about that?
That all these guys driving 3500s to tow should really be buying Bentleys. It's better for that task, I think. It has massage seats.
3500s have massage seats.
Shit. There goes my entire argument for the Bentley. Sorry, you should not buy one.
But
no, it's fabulous.
But you're super happy with the Manx, right? I mean, it's a beautiful car.
Have you? Are we talking about it? Do you guys know what this is? I got one of the new Myers-Manxes, and it has an airplane engine in it, a 3-cylinder radial airplane engine, and it is the best, worst car in the history of cars. It's just so fun and so stupid. And I've been driving it around here. I got it 9 days ago, and it has 524 miles on it as of this morning.
That's
so
great.
We're doing it.
doing
It sounds like a biplane. It's really, really great. And everybody should buy Myers-Manx's. Everybody.
Myers-Manx's and
Zuckerman,
Bentleys.
what's your car budget this week, and how over are you already?
You know, I didn't do it this year.
You're not buying anything.
I did not buy the car budget was, zero as usual, but that never stops me from doing something dumb.
Yeah.
But this year I managed to avoid it because I purchased a car before.
You did?
Last week, yes. So I decided that I would prophylactically. It would be like drinking the day before. So I'm hungover for the wedding, and I'm not going to drink that.
What, are you going to tell us what you got?
Well, I have a 1994 964 911 Targa in midnight blue over Matador red interior, and it has 4,000 kilometers on it. And at the same time, as part of that deal, and it was a trade, I've got a 1979 BMW 323. So one of the first 6-cylinder 3 Series, again, a glacier blue over a black interior. So I'm good for now.
For this week.
For this week.
For this
yes.
week.
That gets you. Yeah, what, 2 cars, 9-10 days maybe I'll get you before you need another car. I think maybe.
Addictions like that.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just,
The man trades. He doesn't drink a drop, but boy, does he have a problem.
He's on the Thursday program. Something happens on Thursdays with him and with Jerry where they get it. What is that, Zuckerman? Like you feel this itchiness and suddenly you call, I just bought this.
The direct
But
deposit
it's only
hits.
Thursdays. It's Thursdays and maybe Friday.
I think Thursday is an optimistic day, right?
Yeah.
It's just optimistic. There's a little bit of a future coming, a little bit of a weekend. You start to ease up a little bit, and that's when you get frothy, and you want to do something.
Yeah.
Frothy's a great word,
Frothy,
isn't it?
yeah.
Johnny, what have you been up to?
Well,
Been here for a while, right?
Yeah, I've been here. I got here like at 10:05. Oh, you mean this week? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
got up here Wednesday.
How did you get here so early? That where we failed?
Johnny and I were on time, unlike some other
Yeah,
people.
I parked and Matt parked next to me. So I don't know.
We were misdirected by young police officers, and they told us we couldn't go anywhere, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, I've been here. I haven't been buying much. I got a free Seiko that Crafton Taylor. He noticed it was like humidified. He
Yeah.
goes, hey, I'll fix that for you. And
Oh, that's
then I
nice.
said, great. Put it on Zuckerman's bill, and I think
Yeah.
he snuck it in, and you
No,
didn't notice.
Cameron's
Yeah.
going to do
No.
that for you for free. But
Yeah.
let's talk about what we all saw this week, right? You guys have been here a little longer. There's been a
Yes.
lot that's kind of been debuted, a lot of
Yeah.
it. There's only one letter that separates garbage from garage, and that's a B. I've seen a lot of good cars this week. I haven't seen a lot of debuts that kind of fall flat. Like, what have you liked?
I think the winner of the Quail was that Gordon Murray Automotive S1. So it's
Right.
a wealthy gentleman from Silicon Valley said, hey, I challenge you guys. I'm going to bring in my own designer. And the question I want to ask is, if the McLaren F1, instead of launching in 1995, if it launched in 2025, what would that car look like? It's not a singer. We're not trying to be retro. We just want to know if they said, let's do it in 2025, what's it going to be? And so commissioned 5 of these, $15 million a pop. He bought 3. I think he was going to take all 5, but he only wants 3 of them. And then the other 2, I think, sold. But they brought in this designer, I can't remember his last name, German guy, Florian something. And it's just a home run. It's just great. And it doesn't have headlights right now. It has like blanks, and they look like pop-ups. Yeah. And Gordon Murray wanted them to use the T50 headlights, which I like the T50, everything about it except for the way it looks. And the designer was like, no, they're terrible. And they didn't get headlights sorted in time. So that right now it's just placeholders. So eventually it'll get headlights.
What about you, Matt? What have you seen that you like?
I mean, that was, I don't need to say that again, but that was awesome.
Gorgeous.
I mean, it was awesome.
Really
And what Johnny didn't mention is it's the underneath, it's the mechanicals and the tub of the T50.
But the engine's punched out
The
from 4 to 4.3 and all that.
I was going to say that, but then it was like he had to.
Live show, man. You got to speed it up. You got to speed it up.
Also,
this is why we
that.
separated them with a Zuckerman.
And
Middle,
so,
our
yeah,
mediator.
it's got a little
Yes.
more power. But I also, I mean, not to totally beat a dead horse, but the Todd Hill Myers-Manx is
It's pretty cool.
insane.
Yeah.
It's a carbon tub. It is a it looks almost like it's a non-running prototype.
What is that going to cost?
$600,000. It has the 911K engine
So
in
it's
it.
a $600,000 dune buggy.
It is not a dune buggy. It is a full carbon tub rally raid vehicle,
Built
and they're
on a
going
Myers-Manx
no,
platform?
no.
It's just a new
It is a
thing?
new carbon tub vehicle that is styled to be a modern.
And what are we doing with it?
They're entering 20 of them in the Baja 1000 as a spec class,
Right.
and you'll be able to buy them and drive them on the street. Also,
I'd tell you about the engine, but Matt would yell at me. But it's got a really cool engine.
there's three. They're doing 3 different engines.
It's got a blimp engine in it, not an airplane engine in it.
There's a
dirigible
I
Zeppelin.
don't know.
and a
I'm
blimp.
dubious. I don't understand that idea, but all right. You know.
okay. Well, I mean, seems like a good time to me. I don't know. It seemed like a good time to you guys. Like,
No, well, I mean, it's the larger point that cars are getting so wildly expensive. Like,
well, you want to? Okay.
you know,
sure.
we're pushing 20 million for cars.
The Bugatti, the Bouillard, is 20 million.
I mean, look,
$20 million.
20 million.
Right.
Well, 16 million euros plus tax is about 20 mil.
Right.
Does anybody else think that's bad?
Yeah.
Like as cool as that the Gordon Murray thing is,
Right.
and it's cool that this man has spent all of that time and energy and funds and resources to essentially satisfy one dude.
A vanity
Right.
project.
You know, versus the kind of ideas that could be contributed to even somewhat affordable sports car. Like
Right,
the
right.
kind of cars that I drive for work are like
Yeah.
shrinking. But like every manufacturer is doing this math that we've been talking about for years, realizing, you know, if I sold 5 cars for 20 million each, that's better than selling 5,000 cars for
That's
100
what I'm talking
grand. And that sucks.
Yeah, it seems like the whole hobby's moving into this zone where we're not a part of it.
Until the revolution comes.
inequality.
What?
Until the revolution comes and then the people get the cars, you know.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
What do you think, Zuckerman?
I get
Well,
Bugatti for guillotine.
You know what? All of these things change. I think there's always been a desire for excess. Whether you had V16 Cadillacs back in the day, you had Duesenberg SJs. There's
You know how the Gilded era ended, Paul?
Yeah, I know,
Just
but I'm
wondering
just saying.
what happened to Duesenberg,
Well,
Paul?
I understand that.
Okay,
I understand
just checking.
But there's always this desire for bigger, better, and it usually follows a crash. You get too high, you crash, and then. But there are elements like I look at the death of the 356 market right now. The 356 market. Maybe it's not dead, but it is going down. And if you want a great vintage car,
Yeah.
get a 356 right now. Catch it on the way down. So there are things that can be obtained. But I've always been.
No, that's a good point.
I've
That is
always
a good point. That
You
is
know-
the opportunity I think that's out there. Is
Right.
Some of these cars. I mean, if you were looking, you and I were going over auction results last night, and we were, you were looking at some of those Ferrari 250s starting to drop or no sales.
Yeah, it's not been great. There
Yeah,
was a
not
lot
been
of no
great.
sales at Broad Arrow, and a lot. There was
Yeah.
a couple big hits.
That's
and
the
then a
silver
bunch
lining.
of
I think that is
Garbaggio.
absolutely the
and
silver lining.
that's what happens. Eventually, if you ate a whole box of See's candy, you'd puke. Okay, and that's really what the car world has done.
Exactly.
It's got
Well,
yeah.
but also, I mean, if the kind of people today that have 15 or whatever millions of dollars, if they can have Gordon Murray build them a new McLaren F1, what are they buying a Ferrari 250 for? Like, what do they want? They don't want that. They want a new thing. They want to be able to drive it and use it like a regular car.
Well, if
That's
things go well, then there's a Lusso in our future. There's the ability when the Lusso comes back down to 250, something
Yeah.
that we've wanted for 20 years becomes potentially obtainable. So there is a silver lining. You just have to look for it.
But also, back to what Matt was saying about the cars that we drive are getting less and less and less. Like, once in a while, manufacturers will build a Toyota 86, sales poison. Miatas, no one's buying them. They can't even do the 5th generation Miata. They had to do a second refresh of the 4th gen. Nobody, everyone on the internet says, I want naturally aspirated rear drive manual. No one buys them. They buy a RAV4 every single time. Well, I might have to pick up my mother-in-law one time, so I need 3 rows. It's like, take 2 cars to dinner. No, I can't do that one time a year, So nobody actually wants to buy inexpensive sports cars. Sadly,
I do. I definitely do. But more inexpensive.
When's the last time you bought a Toyota 86?
I had a 4Runner once,
Actually, I don't.
which I loved.
For me, it's not. I mean, there's not a lot of $35,000 cars, but there's actually not a lot of like $50,000 to $100,000 great options either. There's pretty limited in that window.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
which is where a lot lot of people would be shopping.
2011 1M.
Yeah, well, there you go.
There you go. All day long, 50 grand.
There you go, gentlemen.
What do you got there on that piece of paper, Spike? Drive us, Captain.
Let's see. There's lots of questions I have for a lot of you guys here, but I want to talk to this story. Kind of caught my attention, Zuckerman, because it seems like such a real Zuckerman story, and I get your legal opinion about a car deal
Not
that
about
went
poop.
wrong. What's that?
It's not about poop. Okay.
Zuckerman.
Read the room.
Nobody
Read the
here
room.
does
We're at the
that.
Concord.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
Seems like
please
the
don't send me
opportune time
those
for
stories
that.
anymore.
Rich people don't poop.
Yes.
There was this woman in Ohio named Tia McCreary, and she wanted to get a new Kia K5 and went through the financing and was approved. And a month later, the dealership repoed the car at her place of work, saying the deal was never finalized.
1 month?
1 month later, right? So she, in her anger, starts researching the dealership and what she can do, and discovers that Taylor Kia of Lima, Ohio, the trademark has expired. So she buys it. And then she sends a cease and desist to the dealership, stop using my name.
Yeah.
Right? Was this your client?
Okay. I'm hiring her. This is what they call asymmetrical warfare. It's highly effective against a bigger, more powerful enemy. Now, in California, they wouldn't be able to repo that car. If they send a car out and they say the financing is in place and they can't place that financing and they let you keep that car, the dealership basically has to honor that financing deal and they become the financer. Now, in Lima, Ohio, that might be completely different. I don't know, but I applaud her for doing that.
Well, the judge ruled, she also had a legal action to just get the car back, and a judge ruled that these two things are separate.
Yes, they really
the trademark
don't.
issue, that's not even going to be tried in the case.
They don't exactly arise from a common set of facts, as they say in the law. These are distinct causes of action. And in my experience, she's going to win. She's going to keep that trademark.
What
right?
would you advise her to? I mean, she probably doesn't really want it.
Are you kidding? Why wouldn't you want it?
Well, she doesn't have a dealership. She works in an office.
Well,
You'd want it just to annoy them.
Yes,
That's why you'd want it.
but you've got leverage. Wouldn't you spend that
yeah,
leverage?
that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
So-
They're going to have to come to the table, and they're going to have to give her a car.
Sounds like that car should be free if you want your trademark back.
That's what I think. You get a free car out of
Or a
it.
free car every 5 years.
Imagine if
Yeah.
you had a free car and it was a K5.
That's
though.
fantastic.
Well, yeah, so
Not
Yeah.
anyone, not even for free, just me. No.
Wait, what?
So
Have you
I
seen a
think-
Kia K5?
I
It is
haven't. I don't
the
even know what that is.
strangest looking car you have ever. It might be a
Yeah.
fabulously reliable conveyance.
But I like-
Man, is it weird?
All South Korean design to me is fantastic right now, and the cars are really great. I just don't know
You
this
only
car.
say that 'cause you haven't
they're
seen a
affordable
K5.
and they're beautiful. Maybe not the K5, but I'm seeing a lot of cool cars.
I'm curious about the 1 month repo. Usually a repo is like a
There was a little
3
bit
month.
of some financial document that wasn't
Right.
in place that they were waiting for. That was.
Why not just send the document?
But Zuckerman is saying that once the deal's done, the deal's done. That should never have held
Right,
up a deal.
right.
Once it goes out of the finance department,
Sure.
Right.
they've approved it. If they later can't place it, and there hasn't been some sort of material misrepresentation on the part of the buyer, this is why they have you fill out the credit application.
Yeah.
And and that's the dealerships do play that game. You know that one where they say they're going to give it to you for $300 a month, and they come back and say, "Oh, we're so sorry. We ran your score, and now it's going to be $370." This is a taste of their own medicine.
All right. We've got some things to do. We were a little late, so I want to get on with audience questions. And Somebody's got a mic out there. Ask us anything you want. You have a legal problem. You have a problem with your marriage. Zuckerman can handle that. He's very good with all personal issues, and it's not just
Non-legally binding legal advice.
That's right. And you know these guys and what they know, and I know some things. Ask anything, and then I've got some prizes. Some prizes to hand out. We're going to do a little trivia, and you'll have a chance to win some unique Spike's Car Radio stuff that no one else has, including the new Sheffield Grun, which I have one of.
Yeah.
One of.
Those are nice.
So I have some good questions. But first, let's do your questions, and then we'll do mine. Anybody can talk. Anybody can raise their hand. Yes, sir.
With a mic.
May I please ask a two-part question?
Oh, boy.
No. That was the first question.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Next. No, I'm kidding. No, please.
Yeah.
Would you share any stories of any opulent manufacturing events that you guys went to during Car Week? Is there anything over the top?
I mean, I was talking to you, Johnny. Johnny has a great new YouTube channel. What is it called?
Driving with
Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Driving
we
with
were
Johnny.
talking. I was telling him people are really interested in what these manufacturing trips are like and what these press trips are like because they are. I've gone on a few myself. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Like what was the one the Ferrari F80 we were talking about?
No,
Give him
I think the
for us-
question was at Car Week. But if
Car Week?
none actually apply to Car Week, you could probably.
I redirected the question to a better
sorry.
one. Yeah. That's what I was trying to do.
Well, I mean, F80 was just like, it was like the Italians take like lunch and dinner very seriously.
Yes.
And the Mazzano World Circuit, which is a MotoGP track, has like the best restaurant in Italy attached to it for no reason whatsoever. But you want to be driving out there, driving the cars, and it minimum 3-course lunch, no matter what.
Yeah.
They're offering you wine, even though they're like, that's our $4 million car, you have to get out.
Yeah.
And then they ask you if you're an alcoholic, if you refuse to drink. And, do you stand up and say, hello, my name is John? And no, that's a $4 million car. Oh, but it's just a little wine, And,
You're actually to your point, you're driving something pretty cool this afternoon, aren't you?
oh, well, getting a ride in something insanely beyond cool and then driving something cool. So I'm getting a ride in a 1955 W196 Silver Arrow. I believe it's the 2-seat Fangio car he took on the 55 Mila when Sterling Moss did it with a Navigator with race notes in 10 hours and 1 minute, 1,000 miles. Fangio by himself, just knowing the roads, did it in 30 minutes more, which is kind of a more incredible achievement because nobody was telling him where to go.
Is that on the track or is that on the street?
That's going to be around Laguna Seca, and then I'm going to drive.
Is that going to be at speed around Laguna Seca?
I don't know, at speed. But Marcus, who's the head of Mercedes-Benz Classic in Germany, he's driving me around.
Yeah.
Good dude. And then I'm going to get to drive Mercedes McLaren SLR Sterling Moss, so the windshieldless one.
Yeah.
One lap around Laguna.
These guys have a kind of dream car life,
And then I have to go drive a roof, so.
That's good. Yeah. What a great time.
Yeah.
Who else? Any other questions?
Oh,
front row right there.
His
You just say it, we can hear you.
two-parter got negged. That's okay. We got one or two. You're right here.
Quick question. I work in AI.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
I'm here to replace you.
If you don't mind, stop. Just
When does the world end?
bad for the world? Stop, please.
oh, maybe that's the answer, though.
Yes.
So the
Oh,
question
no,
is,
it's not.
do you have a use case for AI in your car? Obviously, there's been AI in cars right now, but would you want to use more?
I have a funny story.
Go ahead.
So we interviewed the head of software for Mercedes-Benz, and they did a pilot program where they put Chat GPT into 900,000 cars for like 3 months. And we said, what'd you learn? And he said, we learned that people are very lonely. And they just needed a friend. They just talked to the car. Nothing car related. Right. They're just really lonely. Everyone needs a friend.
You find that in the office, sir. Are you lonely? Is that why you're in this business? I don't believe anything you say. Are you even real? Does he have a wire coming out of his pants?
So my
No, don't give him the mic. Please, AI has had enough attention.
So Spike, do me a favor. Ask Victoria to move in the front. She's sitting with me, and she's in the back here.
Absolutely. Why do I have to do that? You ask her to do it. She can do it. She can come up front. Who else has got a question? Go ahead. What do you got? Zuckerman. The E90, which car?
The V8 one.
Yes, the E92 M3.
Sorry.
Okay, I should add it, but what I would like to add first would be an E36 and an E46. Okay, so I
Should have bought mine.
I have to make my way there because I have the E30. So then the E36 and maybe a lightweight, and then there's the E46. What's the green one? The GT or the GTL? Yeah. And so there's a couple more. I think I will get there eventually. Okay.
If you want a good E92, I'm selling one on Bring a Trailer next week.
There you
the
go.
VF supercharger on it.
When you get to them.
What are you getting next?
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
I'm watching 43.
Back middle.
Matt, I can host. Jesus Christ.
Has he
Look
been
at the
drinking
name.
again?
Does anybody not see
They're not
the
paying
name?
me. You know that, right?
Just
I'm
be
just
quiet.
here for fun.
Oh, my Lord.
I was on time.
I thought when he said, can I sit right here? I said, sure. I didn't know how it would backfire.
yeah.
I just saw it. I just saw it.
I sat here. How far can I get away from Spike and still do this?
It's good, though, because I can see you and talk to you now.
Yes.
Kind of hard like looking that way. But who do we got?
For an engaging sports car, what do you prefer, given the same horsepower, torque or RPM?
I mean, it really, I would say, depends on the type of car and what you're doing with it. Bob Lutz has that wonderful, my favorite expression, which is Americans buy horsepower but drive torque. And most people, they get to 30 miles an hour really quick and then they're out of it. So
Yeah, but the ST, 9,000 RPMs. That's a moment. But
who does that?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
it's fun. No,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
I driving the Ferrari Puro Sangue, which is the SUV that has the V12 in it. It's, objectively more exotic because it has the V12. And if you drive one for a week, you realize why nobody else does that.
Right.
Because at most driving, it's far, far worse than the way that other people do it, which is with twin turbo V8s. It makes it feel more exotic, and it's sort of like a blend good like a vice signal. It's worse, so it's better because it's more exotic, but it is worse. So, torque.
There you go.
And this is the E30 issue, right? Low torque, higher horsepower. You've got to work a little harder in traffic to wring out what you want out of that car.
You seem to be driving a lot more tame cars these days. Am I wrong?
I'm aging into a slower thing. Eventually, I will reach a full stop at a slow-moving coffin, and then that will just be carried slowly and drop into the ground for the final drive.
Yeah.
Zuckerman and I have both agreed with each other that whoever dies first, the other guy gets to push the cremation button and say, "You suck." Do that. We have an agreement. It's been papered. Do you let your dogs in the cars? Are they in our cars that we own together? They are.
There's a dog, that's Rufus, and Rufus, she likes certain cars. Her favorite car is the E12, the 525, the green one. Okay, and her least favorite car is the ST.
Oh, there you go.
Too very loud.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news for me.
Yeah.
That's good news for me.
She's a good passenger. She doesn't shed. She doesn't get sick.
I got to bring the E12 back. What do you got?
What's your next planned team car?
718 Spider RS next week. Oratium Green build that I think is coming in. We're pretty excited about that. Right?
I think it's been sitting at the Experience Center for 3 months. we forgot it was there.
But we're excited about it. And then old stuff, I don't know.
So that reminds me of I was on this Hypercar Invitational a couple years ago, and they had a rally, and I had a Bugatti of some sort, and I was leading the rally, and I was talking with a Bugatti owner, and he's like, "What have you driven recently?" And I'd just driven the SF90, and I was like telling him about it. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm not. What is that one?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's this. It makes this much power, whatever." And then his helper goes, "Sir, do you remember the black Ferrari that was delivered on Tuesday? That's your SF90." Oh, right.
Wow. Yeah.
That's pretty much what Car Week is.
That's these two.
Basically. What did I buy? Oh, shit. I already got one of those.
No, it's not that we forgot. It takes so long when you do paint to sample that you forget about stuff.
Oh, right.
And it kind of just
so relatable.
Yeah. When I picked up my Toyota at Toyota of Glendale, it was really
that.
You guys know how when you get paint to sample and it takes so long,
come on.
you forget you bought the car.
You have hot
That's That's happened to you guys, right?
Hot dogs in your stick shift.
I thought about that car every day for a year. Every detail, every day. And the day it was done, I was standing there like, can I drive it yet? Let's go.
So Matt has, and the shifter has, what is it?
A bouquet of hot dogs.
Yeah, but no.
It's acrylic.
Acrylic.
Yeah.
I've noticed this in a lot of bespoke cars now. There's acrylic stick shifts and a lot of choices. And when I saw Matt's car, I said, take me through the hot dog meeting.
Yeah.
Because it's a lovely execution, but I know
there were several meetings and Zoom calls about the hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
My wife insisted when we redid our home that she have a hot dog themed bathroom, which essentially is a regular bathroom that just has a crazy collection of hot dog memorabilia and stuff in it.
Sounds difficult.
I cannot. I don't go in there. I can't do it.
I've peed in that bathroom.
It's a lot. It's a lot to handle. I have my own themed bathroom. It's themed after Demolition Man, but that's like a different story. So when we were doing the Manx, I told the styling lady Brenda at Manx about Hannah's like hot dog thing, and she was like, we should put some hot dogs in here for Hannah. And I thought it was just going to be one hot dog, not a like bouquet of hot dogs.
Right.
It's quite lovely.
Are they identical hot dogs?
Yes,
Or
there's
is each
5
unique?
identical hot dogs. Yeah. We have 3 different shift knobs for that car. We have a French fries one, a hot dog one, and then one that has like a little figurine in it that is like Hannah's favorite figurine.
So this is what happens when you don't have children.
Yeah. Dink, baby. Let's go. Let's spend it. We're
All right, let's
leaving
give
it
away
to
some
anybody.
prizes and say goodbye unless anybody has a pressing question they need answered. No? Anybody? One more before we go? Go ahead, sir. Did you already ask a question?
Yeah, this is part 2.
Oh, God. He's nothing.
Persistence pays off.
Good.
Go ahead.
This one's going to make you laugh anyway. This one's for you, Spike.
It's not.
We heard a
Go
rumor.
ahead.
We heard a rumor that Zuckerman was hosting a Blue Chews social event this evening. May we know the address?
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Blue Chew is one of our sponsors. It's an erectile dysfunction drug, and obviously he's snorting it, this gentleman. Thank you.
I've got it in
But if you
my-
want
like
free
Chew.
Blue Chew, we'll get it to you.
He's,
We are Blue Chew drug lords,
That's
and that
true.
is the deal we have with them, that it is free for our listeners.
Yeah.
It tells you about our audience.
I got to click that link. I still haven't clicked the link.
Zuckerman is actually hosting that party, but it's not called that. It's called the Lamborghini Owners Club.
Yes, there you go. Matt Farah delivers a nice home run. Now I know why you're sitting there, Matt. You did it. All right, here we go. I've got 4 quick questions. I'm going to pick on you if you know the answer, and you're going to win a prize, and I'll tell you what the prize is after the fact. I don't know. All right. Question number 1 is about Jonny Lieberman. Jonny has a fast-growing YouTube channel called Driving with Jonny. What do I think it should be called? You, sir. Correct. Come on up here. Here's what I have for you.
Nice. Well done. Well done.
Do you want me to
I
hand
have-
out Bago swag?
I got it. This is fine. This is, we only have 2 of these. Morris Solomon, purveyor of fine automobiles, license plate names.
Yo.
The dealership that Zuckerman and I have founded. Question number 2.
You don't get me one of them? What's up, bro?
You're going to have to pay attention because you're going to have to, I don't know the answer to this question.
Okay.
You will. Okay.
But I want one of them frames, yo.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
give
get
you
it.
whatever you
Fire.
want. Just,
Shit is done.
all right. Move down now. No, I'm joking. All right. This one's about our friend, Mr. Matt Farah, right here of the Smoking Tire fame. But name one of Matt Farah's cats. One cat name. You. Yes. Wow, come on up.
Yes, cat lady.
Other acceptable
Cat lady.
answers
Right
include
here.
Finn, Nikki, and Cricket.
Morris Solomon, purveyor.
Wow. Deep cut. Very well
Thank
done.
you.
Wow, that
it
was
takes
that
a
was
woman
impressive.
sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
There we
a little
go.
worried that you
Monty
might not
loves
know it.
you.
This one you probably won't know, but whoever's closest is going to get it. It's about our friend Mr. Zuckerman, who, as you know, purchased a 2000 Dakar Yellow BMW M5 with super low mileage. How many miles were on it when he bought it? You, sir. 641. Anybody else want to guess?
Price is Right rules. Closest without going over.
No. 400. No.
No.
641? It was
641.
633. You're the closest, sir. Come on up.
Nice.
We have the only illegal image of all of us together that has not been approved by Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes. Yes.
All right, and one last question for Spike's Car Radio, Sheffield Grun, number 36. I thought of Jerry because the 3 and the 6 adds up to 9. This is a nice watch. And by the way, if you don't win this, we are going to be selling them again, I think, September, but we have 50 left. But these are fantastic watches, if I don't say so myself. The question is about me.
Oh.
That's right.
What is boring?
That's right, but we're going to go a little deeper. This tennis racket company sponsors Rafael Nadal, Carlos Alcaraz, and me, Spike Ferriston. What is their name? You, sir. Pebble! Come on up, my friend. And that's our show, everybody. I want to thank these guys for making it out here. Matt, Jonny, and Zuckerman. There you go, bud. Got to thank Jerry Seinfeld for flying in just to see you guys. It's a really amazing effort he puts in. And I just want to thank all of you guys for listening and coming here, and we'll see you here next year. We've got stickers and crap. If you want to come up and say hi, come on up to the stage.
Thanks for listening to Spike's Car Radio. Listen to new episodes every Wednesday and be sure to subscribe. Stay to the right, losers.